we're on a mission to put period products in every public toilet.
We met you guys 2 years ago. Me and Grace, I want to know, how is Egal helping enhance that premium experience in sports venues? I certainly know, but would love to toss it to you to learn a little bit more.
It's all about having something that's really seamless, and you go right from the moment that you get to the venue to when you leave, having an anticipatory kind of feeling around, okay, what might people need, what might the women need, what might the toilets need, has often been a bit of a blind spot. When there's progress that happens in the toilets, you wouldn't believe the praise that actually happens online. We recently we had something at Twickenham Stadium where somebody wrote about getting their period as a teenager for the first time ever at Twickenham and didn't know what to do. And she wrote in and said, to know that 30 years later I've come back to Twickenham and these are just available in every single cubicle makes the world of difference. And I didn't need it today, but seeing that it's there makes me know how valued I am in this space. And I think that's really what Egal kind of bring to the premium experience.
Airports are a no-brainer. Most innovation in airports and enhancements to increase that flyer experience in a positive way are hundreds of thousands of dollars. And Egal is a low-cost, affordable solution that just absolutely transcends the flyer experience. Something that landed with us, we work with Clinton International, which is out of Little Rock, Arkansas. And our contact there said, this is an incredible way to enhance our customers' experience flying through Clinton, because it's often an airport that has flights that come through late at night. So having this available in an airport after hours, especially regional airports, has been monumental for them. Zoos are incredible because they have a lot of field trips. They have a lot of nannies. They have a lot of grandparents coming through. There's all different people. And something new that's kind of come up are casinos. So outside of stadiums, casinos they want to keep people inside. They do all the things. And this is another way where they're keeping their customers happy and back to, what if it's a show or food or the tables.
We that work in the industry, we kind of have an oath for inclusion and opportunity. And again, we know that Egal is leaning into that. ALSD is trying our best as well. But let's talk about inclusion and opportunity, Neem.
Expectations transfer, from one place to another, like from an airport to a stadium. You want to be able to see the same amenities being offered. And I always think of the example of phone chargers. And it's kind of the same with period products in different spaces. And I think in the US particularly, we've seen a lot of period products now in schools. And now, so students, when they go off in their lives, whether it's in their local community or when they're older, they want to see the same kind of inclusion.
Pads on a Roll is a super turnkey solution. And Grace, you alluded to that a little bit earlier, but for events and venues of all types, would love for you to elaborate on kind of the workflow, the ops, and the investment, which is still pretty low, which thank you for that. Can you elaborate a little bit?
Our job at Egal is to always reduce labor cost. And so when you think about a facilities team, for example, I'll give the casino, my contact might have 90, facilities housekeeping under him. Having Egal Pads on a Roll right next to the toilet paper is an increase of, it reduces their time because the workflow is so seamless. When you think of what's in place now with those kind of metal machines outside the stall, sometimes they're hard to open, but you're stacking, individual tampons and you're stacking individual boxes, which is very time consuming, which is mostly why you don't see them filled. What's great about our dispenser too, you can actually see in it. So they don't have to open every single, Egal Pads on a Roll dispenser. They can see if it's still full. It does reduce a lot of time. And it's been really nice for them to be able to just get in there and get out back to what they were doing.
I think it bears repeating too that this product is free for consumers.
When you're speaking like at a stadium or a big venue, you're asking about their budget for toilet paper. Depending on the size, we like to say give or take 8%. So for budgeting purposes, we say it's about 8%. If it's a smaller venue, it could be half. You don't question it. It's there. And we shouldn't question having period products available to us, because that just means one more round of drinks, one more stop at the merchandise table, one more thing you're buying at that venue because you got what you needed.
Brands don't realize when they're taking this on just how effective it is in terms of marketing. Because to give you an example, in Denver Airport, a passenger saw pads on a roll, took a video of it, didn't have a large following, and it got 1.4 million views. And it's a really simple, very quick video. Somebody put up a picture from the Women's Rugby World Cup that happened last year at Twickenham, and they said that the red roses are just as impressive as the inventor of pads on a roll that are in all of the cubicles.
Well, props to you both. ALSD is very much behind what you all are doing and wish you the best of success. We'll be seeing you all both at Manchester and in Denver for our conferences this year. So thank you for being with us today.